Hello, Lucas Station fans. Welcome back to the YouTube channel of K.L.P. Entertainment. It's Alpha Live with your host, Kennedy Lucas, y'all. Thank you. So, hopefully you guys been enjoying the channel this week. Of course, Late Show with K.L.P. came back this week. Of course, we're back in front of the camera, and I'm so happy to be back with the new hairstyle, the new look, and whatnot. So, welcome, guys. We're celebrating 9 years of K.L.P. Entertainment this month, the month of April. So, please go check out the channel for newer content, and go check out Element Magazine. We did the cover of April's edition for 9 years in the making. So, go check that out, y'all, because it's just booming, and I'm really, really happy for it. So welcome back to the channel of K.L.P. Entertainment. We've got a lot of things to talk about in terms of anime this week, and I'm so excited to dabble into it for this week, y'all. I just want to say first off, thank you to all the fans who's been watching Alpha Live, who's actually been enjoying Alpha Live content. So I'm going to continue on with it because you guys love it. So I love it. So the first thing we're going to talk about is, of course, Relife. As you guys if this is your first time watching Alpha Live, this is an ongoing series where we're watching anime right now. And we watch animes and we do a little review on the show. So I'm so excited for it. And to start us off for here, ladies first. You know, I always like to do ladies first. Martha Givens is going to talk about episode 2 of Relife. Go ahead, Martha. Take it away.
Hello there, Martha Givens here, Vice President of Video Coordinations. There was no disappointment to be had with the second episode of Relife. Very much just continuing on with Arata getting used to going back to school and also starting to branch out and naturally build up a circle of friends. A good episode that lets him get to know the people around him a bit more and start seeing where sources of drama might just emerge. A positive point I also want to bring up is just how darn fun the art style is. The show likes to go into the manga style of how characters react to things, and it brings some energy to the scenes visually. Since the series is out in its entirety, I'm going to try and keep these a bit shorter than the norm. If only to make sure I can actually cover this show with only a couple weeks having passed since everyone has probably steamrolled through it. This episode was all about Arata starting to build up his friendships. Mostly his friendships with Oga, An, and Hishiro. Actually starting to build up some friendships with people who are students in this school and not just his handler. In a sense, the silliness and the inability to quite fit in is what is helping Arata build up his connections. Although in some ways it is just because he lucked out in his seat. Sitting by someone like Oga who can't turn his back on someone in trouble helped him out a ton. The same with An. And sitting nearby and being a fellow transfer student, who also failed her tests, gave him another contact in that class and the ability to start forming a bit of a social circle. He does have Keru sitting next to him, but they aren't quite on the friendly level yet. Though she did save him the other day with the pencil. We got a bit of background for Oga and Keru, and I tend to agree with the reactions. That guy is dense. It's clear through the whole episode that he just can't read Keru well at all. When she's pissed about the tests, he just manages to put it in a way that would set her off, and then in the flashback he still doesn't get it. Just wow. Maybe she took that ear piercing set and used it for a reason. I mean, would someone just use that because a friend just happened to not want to use it? I mean, really. She pierced her ears for this guy. Hishiro was the star of the episode, and for darn good reason. This is where she got a chance to really stand out more outside of her limited intro last episode. I think the nice thing with Hishiro is that she is a cute character, but doesn't feel too cute. As if for a main character in an anime. She's pretty normal visually. Personality-wise, she's a really entertaining person to watch. Really not good socially. Which certainly I think some can understand. I can buy that she's never had a close friend. Awkward. Blunt. And when she tries to smile, it's a horror show. But she's also very intelligent. It's just more in terms of school-based things than social graces. I just enjoyed seeing Arata blunder his way forward. Giving her a fair chunk of money, about $10 for meals that are on average $3, and then getting silly about holding a teenage girl's hand XD. Well, at least we don't have to worry about him doing anything inappropriate XD. It's fun because he can see a lot of himself there. It makes sense for Hishiro to try and change. It's the third year, and frankly he knows that just expecting life to sort itself out doesn't quite turn out well. Actively trying to change is a good thing. Plus it was endearing to see her push herself to get Arata's number. Become his friend and be clear on what she wanted from him XD. Since he initially thought she was trying to mug him XD. And when you get a natural smile from her it can be pretty cute. It was a nice second episode. Arata gets some nice development and some friends. Of course it comes with a reminder, if not the first time we've heard it, that all memory of him will vanish when this year is over. That's kind of a sad spin to put on the show. But he can do a lot of good and the important thing in this Relife is for him to grow. He needs to gain something from all of this and thus why he should keep his memory. Just has to be careful not to blow his cover or he's done. Can't wait for episode 3 and continuing to see how things turn out.
Thank you, Martha. Of course, the next thing we're going to talk about in terms of anime. Now, this next anime we've watched, of course, we watched episode 2, and now it's time for the review. Of course, it's a veteran kind of anime. This is one of the first animes that I've watched, and I'm going to say that in every episode because this show's actually pretty good. It's a Certain Magical Index Season 3. Of course, we're reviewing now episode 2, and of course, to give you guys that, of course, Gordon Martin will be doing that review. So, Gordon, take it away.
Hello everyone, I'm Gordon Martin. Kamijo is separated from Tsuchi Mikado, but ends up finding the Amakusa church's Itsuwa. Kamijo is told about the circumstances of the Papal Palace of Avignon, and its link to the turmoil being incited around the world.
Alrighty, thank you so much, Aaron, for talking about Anime-Gataris. Of course, hopefully you guys get your little reviews on, and if you have any questions or you want to have a discussion with us, please put it in the comments below. Put it in the comments or on the website. We have a little conversation box. Just type it there so we can have a good conversation about anime. So I am so excited, and I love my anime fans who are also anime fans that like to talk about anime to other people, because I can really put my emphasis and my own thought process into your conversations. We actually had a couple of conversations that's from the website. They just kind of comment below and they kind of told us their favorite anime. So please type in for this week, what was your number one anime that you first watched? Of course, I'll share it with you real quick. My first anime that I first watched was Shuffle. Shuffle was a good anime to watch for a first time. It was different. It was very, very different. And then from there, I went from Shuffle to Angel Beats to so many more animes that are veteran to us here at K.L.P. Entertainment. So please leave a comment in the website, of course, or on the comments on the YouTube page on where you're watching the video. It's going to be in the link description below, of course, y'all. So stay tuned later on this week as more videos come out this week here on K.L.P. Entertainment. This has been Alpha Live with your host, K.L.P. Kennedy Lucas. See you guys in the next one. Stay tuned, everyone.